Hello, Aries. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Aries is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards, use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aries, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And there is the Art or Temperance card. Very interesting. That's a good way to begin. It might show a little bit of a challenge, but I think it really shows a union of our forces, a real coming together of the different aspects of ourselves as a way to establish more balance in ourselves. Look at all of this fire energy. Wow. There's a lot of fire. Even that Art or Temperance card is fire. That's the Sagittarius card. That's a lot of fire energy. So I think, Aries, the first message really is that we need to balance this fire energy. We don't want to really come in too hot. We don't want to come in too cold. We want to be just right in order to really solidify whatever it is we're working on right now. See, there's a lot of fire here. The idea of balance. The idea, see, you have water. We have the water and the fire cards. With these two court cards, these cards are the absolute kind of inside out of each other. Right? The Queen of Wands is water of fire. The Knight of Cups is fire of water. So they're just kind of inside out. I like that. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. We're using Smith-Waite Tarot. And this is one card we will select randomly. We'll put it down over here. We'll put our alien friend Simon right there on top. And hopefully that card can, tie everything together, give us the confirmation that we need at the end. Okay. Let's look at this energy. This is a lot of fire energy today. First, major arcana, we have 1, 2, 3. So we have our trifecta of major arcana. We've got, obviously, a lot of fire, 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 fire. We have just this touch of water. And even this water has fire in it. So it's just a very little bit of water, but only with the fire in it are we looking at that. We see a little bit of air, not very much air at all. And of course, with the earth energy, we're trying to ground all of this fire. It's like a lot of electricity up in the air. It's like maybe there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of ideas, a lot of inspiration. It's very electric, a lot of energy right now. We need to ground it, right? We need to ground it. This is kind of similar to the last reading that we did for you, which things were just kind of, there's a lot going on in the last reading, right? It had this very, very fiery energy to it. We're seeing that now. But now, we're getting this idea of tempering that fire energy, cooling it down just enough to make it as strong as possible. It's like a foundry or a blacksmith that might put the metal into the furnace, heat it up, take it out, bang it around, put it back in, right? And that's a way of getting that steel, that metal, very, very strong. Very, very strong, all right? And interesting with the air energy that we don't really have a lot of it, but what we do have is complete air. It's 10. It's the 10 of swords. So I feel like you are learning a great deal through this process, and we'll take these two together. This is kind of what's going on in your life right now. I think that you are being smelted, so to speak. You're being strengthened in the fire, okay? And there could be a lot going on in your life. And it seems to me like it's not just one thing that's very, very difficult or challenging. The challenge is that there's so many things, right? And that's kind of echoed here with the Ace of Wands and the Five of Wands, right? We have the one, we have the many, right? Maybe we're looking for just one, but there are so many things for us to do. So we're kind of stuck in this furnace, right? And it's tempering us. It's superheating, right? We need the water energy. We need to be, you know what, they take the sword out of the furnace, right? And they dip it in water or something like that, and then they put it back in the, or they pull it out, they bang it around, then it goes into water, then it goes into the fire again, right? I think that's the process. Anyone out there knows, maybe let us know. I think that's right. And that's exactly what we see here. We see you in the fire. You're getting banged around, so many different things for you to do. So many, maybe everywhere we turn, there's a challenge. And then we're back in the fire. We're still in the fire. There's no cooling off. We need this water. But I'll tell you a secret already, this early on in the reading though. This water energy is in the position of what we don't even want. So it's like we're trying to avoid that. We're trying to not do that. My cat is here to confirm this. We really need that water energy in order to get to this hardened, stable, right? Very, very, very established energy. Okay. We're trying to kind of to complete some of these tasks. It's almost as if we have, with the Five of Wands, we have so many things. Come here, kitty. We have so many things she's feisty today. We have so many things that we are involved with that we're not kind of putting the finishing touches on any of them, right? We're not completing any of these. We're not really just getting them, not completely done and out of our lives, but at least getting them a little self-sufficient, right? Just creating them enough that they're stable and we can move on to something else. Maybe we'll cycle back to these, eventually, but right now I just feel like it's we're kind of bouncing from one thing to another. Yeah. We need a little bit of this water energy. We need a little bit of rest, a little bit of relaxation. There's too much activity here. We need the water, and with this Temperance card, to solidify our plans, to solidify these many things that we're doing. And that's why we need this water here. This is some Cancer energy right here, okay? Now, I don't know if there's a Cancer person in your life that is significant. Maybe the Cancer person or this water sign person could be someone that someone that like wants to spend time with us, but we're too busy right now, So we've kind of been putting it off. Could be a friend, a family member. I think this is also our own energy of just taking a break from all of this activity. Slow down, go refresh yourself, right? Go do something else for a little while. We need a break from this activity. And I think that's what you are trying to figure out how to do. With the Art of Temperance card, there's a lot of an idea of we know the way forward, we're just having trouble implementing it. I know I need to take some time off, having trouble figuring out how exactly to get that done, And interestingly, the way forward is this Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords is saying, yeah, okay, you could figure out the best strategy of how to do this Four of Discs, Pentacles, how to take a break, how to add some water energy into this so that we can kind of step away from things, we can allow some of our projects to settle, we can finish some of them and, do things at maybe a little bit more of a slow pace. The Ten of Swords, we get the idea, we understand the strategy. you kind of, you come to an agreement either with yourself or with this Cancer person or whatever. But then what do? Right? The Ten of Swords is showing that tomorrow you're going to have all of the answers. You're going to know exactly what to do. But then what? Right? Are you going to do it? The 10 is complete knowledge of something. Right? You've got all your swords that you need. It's complete. You know everything. But what we need next is the implementation. And that might be kind of what we have here. I know I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but that might be the Queen of Wands here. It might be the implementation of this plan, of your strategy of how you're going to knock a few things off your to-do list while also getting some rest. And I think this water energy is going to allow you to finish some of these things, because maybe we're just kind of slowing down. We're saying, I'm going to do one at a time. I'm going to finish this, or at least kind of get it to a place where I can walk away for a while. And then come back to something else, come back to that one, a little bit slower pace. Right. Now, we have all of this other fire energy that we didn't talk about yet. I feel like this is all pretty self-explanatory. We have the Ace of Wands down beneath everything. You have a singular will. You have this idea of what you are trying to do with your life, what you are trying to create. You have no question about the what, right? It's just kind of the how. You have this kind of one grand idea that I think everything else is clustering to exalt this one idea. So it's not like you're split in all these different directions and you're just confused. See, we don't have any kind of confusing air energy here. We've got this 10 of Swords, which basically says you know everything. You know the strat. You know what you need to do. You know how to do it. You're going to arrive at this complete knowledge. So it's not a question of what you're going to do, not even really of how you're going to do it, because we figure that out, tomorrow, the next day, in some point in the very, very near future. But this one plan that you have, this one life path that you're on, has a lot of different components to it. And not only that, this feels to me like it's also other aspects of your life, maybe not fully related to that Ace of Wands, maybe not directly. So not only do you have your own to-do list, but you have other things being added on, right? There's real multiplicity here. And all of these additional things, yes, they may be indirectly related to your ultimate plan, but they're kind of on the periphery. They're kind of just secondary things. But we need to prioritize maybe a little bit. So this is you kind of out in the world getting knocked around, right? You're in the fire and you're getting hammered with all of these things that you need to do. It's just one task after another. It's like you're at work. Maybe this is a work thing. You're at work, you're trying to finish your main tasks, your main project for the day or for the year or whatever. And your boss or whoever just keeps giving you these other little side tasks to do. Oh, hey, by the way, can you? Blah, blah, blah. So it's very difficult for you to concentrate on your main task, where we have all of these kind of extraneous things being put on us. Now, in the back, we have a 9 of Wands. This is real strength. This is a foundation of commitment and hard work and a real strong work ethic in you. I think you're more than capable of handling all of this, but it's almost as if we need to temper. This is the strength that really comes through the blacksmithing shop, right? This is the strong, steel, the unbreakable will to complete these projects. But to do that, we need the water to temper all of this fire energy, right? Again, I'm kind of assuming that's how blacksmithing works. But this is also a real connection to your subtle senses, a real connection with spirit. with your intuition, with your soul, with what is more unconscious within you, right? What really drives you. And this is how you've discovered, obviously, that Ace of Wands. You know what your life is about, and you're fully committed to it, right? And so it's using this strength, this certainty that you have. That is what is kind of pushing us forward into all of this other energy. And it's what's basically keeping you going, right? So the goal here really is to solidify these things, to start checking things off of our list. Right? These kind of look like little tick boxes, right? We're trying to check things off our list. And the way to do this also, it kind of has a double effect, right? Because if you look at this card close up, each of those little tick boxes have the alchemical symbol of an element, right? Fire, water, air, earth. This is a situation where we need to be balanced. We don't want to be all fire, right? We need to add in some of that water. We've got the complete air energy that we are attaining. And of course, the earth energy, which we see here with the world and also here with the Four of Pentacles. So we've got the earth energy. So it really is about balancing ourselves. It's not just about completing some of these tasks, but it's about kind of solidifying our own routine, our own program, our own kind of rituals of self-care, our own just kind of a balanced life, right? We're living too much in this fire. We're not incorporating these other elements that are what we need to maintain our own stability, right? This card is also about a stable wellness, health, stable finances, right? There's a lot of safety and security here. Very, very stable card. It's not just about finishing some of these projects, but it's about keeping ourselves going, keeping ourselves healthy, right? Mind, body, and soul. So anyway, where we were with the Ten of Swords, we're going to have all of the information we need. It's like our knowledge is going to be complete, but then what? What are you going to do with this knowledge, with this, with the plan, with the strategy, with the awareness, with the kind of decision that we've made? We have all of the facts. All of the facts. We need to implement them. And this is a kind of reluctant implementation, perhaps, because this is a Queen of Wands. This is water of fire. This is now someone who's beginning to accept that water energy aspect, right? The kind of calm, cooling, relaxing, yielding, resting kind of energy. But there's a difficulty. It's still kind of hidden within all of this fire energy. It's hidden within all of this activity. So it's difficult for you to be still, I think. I think it's difficult to not feel like we need to be focused on something. We need to be busy doing something. But this is a card that's learning, right? We're trying to implement the strategy. So that's why I say we're attempting to do it. We're giving it a good effort. Learning how to relax almost, right? Because we know what we need to know. There's no more questioning it. We don't need to figure anything else out. We know what's going on. It's just we're having a hard time following our own course of action. But that's exactly what the environment calls for. This is the world or the universe card. It's in the position of your environment, the timing, the relationship between you and the environment. It's time for you to realize that if you don't take care of yourself, then you can't take care of anything else in the environment, right? In order for our world to be balanced, we have to be balanced. We're a mirror. It's a microcosm, macrocosm, right? We are a reflection of what's around us and vice versa. You know, if you have a disordered office or whatever, it's kind of indicative of a disordered mind, right? It's kind of just what they say. I don't know if it's true. It feels true in my experience. If I feel kind of cluttered mentally or spiritually, I notice that my environment starts to get a little cluttered. But if I walk into a room that feels cluttered, I'll start to feel that too. If I walk into somebody else's office or a different house or something, things just feel different. We are looking to establish the same kind of balance internally as externally. Now we've got the Four of Pentacles and the kind of cosmic Four of Pentacles, right? We've got the earth and we've got the entire world, right? We've got microcosm and macrocosm here. So we're looking to balance ourselves so that we can balance our environment and have this kind of harmony, so everything can be kind of resonating and we can be really, really in phase with the energy around us, with the activity of the world. And that's just what we see at the end here with the Wheel of Fortune card. The Wheel of Fortune card is basically everything working like clockwork, right? When you're functioning harmoniously within yourself, then you can function harmoniously with the world around you, with the cosmos, but with your local environment too. Right? So we need that inner balance to have the outer balance. So I think it's time for you to start focusing on yourself a little bit, right? And I think that's why we have the World or Universe card. We're looking to not only complete our knowledge, maybe this is education, maybe this is training, maybe this is really kind of going through the job training, right? Learning what you're supposed to do. Well, now we've got to do it. You know, I think you're finishing, maybe this is something where you are, it could be a workplace thing. Maybe this is something education related. Maybe you're finishing some kind of training or specializing. Now it's time to start doing the work and having this holistic balance between ourselves and our environment. And that's how we get stuff done. That's how we are ticking these boxes, right? That's how we're checking things off our list. Really, really getting things done. You know. And of course, we need this water energy. This is the Knight of Cups. This is water energy with a little bit of fire inside of it. And this is the card that we don't want. It's the card that we need. This is you attempting to rest. This is you attempting to be still. But inside of you is still that fire energy. There's still this urge I need to be doing something. This card is kind of saying, I'm doing something, I know I need to be resting. This is, I'm resting, but I know I need to be doing something, right? It's kind of inside out. But we need that, and we need to fix these in a way. When we are fire, we need to be fire. When we're water, we need to be water, right? When we're active, we're doing it. We're in the moment. We're in that energy. When we are not, when we are yielding, when we are resting, when we're done for the night, then we're done, right? Fully into our water energy. There's not this little tinge of fire inside of us that's just like, I wish I was still, at the shop or whatever. Can you believe this cat? She's like a little baby. And I think that's how we get to this Wheel of Fortune energy, right? This is faith, hope, trust. This is expansiveness. This is generosity. This is everything functioning like clockwork. You work from these hours, you rest from these hours. It's a schedule, it's a routine, it's a rhythm. But it's not just like a Four of Wands or something, which shows just kind of a cycle that just repeats a day into night, night into day, and it's kind of the same thing. It's a daily routine that progresses, right? That evolves over time, leads us to progress. It is this cat. It is, this is more cosmic in scale. This is kind of understanding that your daily routines are also part of your larger spiritual routines or the cosmic flow. I don't know how I'm supposed to read tarot with this cat on me like this. She thinks this is her YouTube channel. Anyway, this is us realizing that our kind of daily cycles are in sync with the cosmic cycles. You know, the cycles of the earth, you know, are very much a part of the larger cycles of the sun and the galaxy and the cluster of galaxies and the superclusters and all this kind of stuff. Everything is connected, right? And this is kind of what we want. This is the functioning of all of that. This is us involved in that larger cycle, seeing the bigger picture in the smaller picture, right? Seeing the small pieces that we're involved with currently, seeing all of the kind of daily stuff that we're doing as part of the larger plan, the larger scheme of our life, the larger cycle, the larger rhythm. And I think that's what is going to lead us to success. This, again, I mean, it's the Wheel of Fortune. This is how you grow that fortune. This is how you succeed, right? So I think this is important energy. I kind of feel like this is the important reading for you right now. This is really what you need to know in order to get to that Wheel of Fortune, because I feel like we're just kind of too much in the fire. We need to get that rhythm back, that balance. We need to be part of the cycle. We need to be part of this Wheel of Fortune again. Let's look at the mystery card now. Thank you, Simon. Let's see what Simon says. Alien Simon Mork Ripley is our custodian, our guardian of the mystery card today. I want to see this be some water energy, obviously. Queen of Cups, I think, would be beautiful, because I feel like that's what we need. A Queen of Cups, that'd be water on water. Otherwise, I think any kind of water energy would be good right now. Well, except maybe this one. Four of Cups. Someone who knows they need the water but is refusing it. This is somebody who is just so immersed in their work that they won't eat, they won't drink, they won't sleep. They're just, you got to take a break. Right? And I can feel the resistance to it. And I can see that we're just kind of, we're so busy doing what we're doing that we're refusing this water energy. And this is a confirmation that, yes, this is the most important thing right now. Your health and well-being, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, that is the most important thing right now. We have to get that stabilized so that we can get the whole world stabilized and start completing our projects and, really being productive, So I really would love to see some more water energy in your next reading. We'll do another reading in a couple of days, and we'll check in with some of this stuff, okay? We are going to do an extended, though. If you want to stick around for that, click on the link in the corner. New videos come out every day, 6 a.m. Chicago time. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any readings, okay? I want to thank you for being here. And truly, thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.